How's it going, everybody? It's Warren.
And it's Chris.
And Birds of Prey comes out in just 2 days.
Nothing gets a guy's attention like violence.
However, the reviews are in. People have already seen the movie. Of course, all of the critics have seen the movie, and they're really good.
Surprise.
Is it?
I don't know. I can't even tell anymore with DC. You know,
Right,
a lot of people are like, this movie looks like trash since the very beginning. I don't like the character outfits. I don't like this. I don't like that. But, I mean, a lot of people who've gone and seen it are really enjoying it.
Really enjoying it. A lot of great reviews, and I mean, you can talk trash all you want about it before you see it.
We've always said this. Go and make your own opinion.
Make your own opinion.
DC is doing a lot of stuff right now. They're making moves, and they're kind of finding their own way. I don't think anybody can disagree. They kind of made a mistake by trying to copy and keep up with Marvel.
Yeah, they definitely tried to do... They tried to copy Marvel, but they tried to make it different, right? Because Marvel introduced character by character, they built them up, brought them together. DC was like, hey...
Justice League!
Justice League, right? No, okay, I guess they did Batman vs Superman. They introduced Man of Steel first, but it's like, here's here's Ben Affleck's Batman, right? And just kind of like, okay, he's Batman now. Not too much of a backstory on him, just he's mad at Superman. They showed him kind of before. Bottom line is, they tried to do it in a way that didn't seem like they were trying to copy them, but they were.
And the thing I think that nobody can deny right now is DC's finding its stride.
Yes.
They're starting to catch up with their way of doing things. Now, we still have that whole issue of where do all the pieces fit in? You know, you've got Suicide Squad with Harley Quinn, with the new Suicide Squad, which has been actually defined by Warner Brothers as a reboot sequel. So there is still a little confusion out there.
Reboot sequel.
So there is confusion out there. DC's still figuring it out, but they are starting to put out really good, high-quality movies.
So that's the thing, is they're figuring it out.
Exactly.
They actually are figuring it out.
And it's exciting.
Because before it was like, Justice League, they got it, and it's just like, well... Okay.
Batman vs. Superman.
I mean, I didn't dislike the movies as much as everybody else did, but it does seem like they're finding their stride. It does seem like they're putting things in the proper places to make kind of like their own, maybe not even a cinematic universe, but just their own good movies. Right? Just content now. Just produce good movies. So we're going to read just a few of the reviews just to get you pumped, because they're actually pretty good. We'll read the good, and of course we'll read some of the negative side as well. But we'll start with the big guys, Rotten Tomatoes. So in Rotten Tomatoes, currently it's got an 89%
on the tomato-ometer.
Tomato-ometer, right? Which is actually a pretty big deal, because Rotten Tomatoes is kind of stingy. Critical. I mean, they're critics, right? But they are kind of stingy at giving out good. So this is actually really good, because they are pretty stingy. And the brief comment that's written on here says, with a fresh perspective, some new friends, and loads of fast-paced action, Birds of Prey captures the colorfully anarchic spirit of Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn. 89%, that's pretty good.
That's awesome. And it really does seem like Margot Robbie has stolen the show with this one. And yeah, it's kind of a team-up movie, but it's also kind of her movie. And everything I'm hearing is that she just
kills it. It's called The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of Harley Quinn. of one Harley Quinn, right? So it's like, it's her movie, but it is The Birds of Prey. It's about all of them. And I've heard they've all done just phenomenal jobs at getting into the comic book characters. Then we'll go on and we'll read one from Vox. And Vox, they're pretty critical as well, but they have a little bit different take. The review is really, really good, but it talks about some things that could have been better.
Yeah, so Vox has to say, yet with how effective Birds of Prey's multiple thrilling action sequences are, it would have been better to cut some of those flabbier attempts at substance. Instead, the film would be better served by fully leaning into the uncomplicated John Wick-like satisfaction of devilishly cool women unleashing crunching brutality, like breaking a single leg in 3 different directions, in sublimely entertaining and orchestrated fight scenes. There's nothing wrong with a movie that favors style over substance, and Birds of Prey is a prime example of how sometimes substance is overrated. That's a statement. Did Vox enjoy the movie?
I think they did, right? They have to say something bad, right? Because if you're all positive, you're a fanboy, right?
Well, yeah,
which is stupid, right? But if you're going,
it's cool to be
it's
negative.
cool to be like, well, I liked it, but shut up. And no offense to this guy, I'm sure this is an actual opinion. But that's basically what they're saying. And it's an opinion, keep in mind, that they would have preferred just all action, right? And some people like the other, what did he call it? What did he call it?
Flabbier scenes.
Flabbier scenes. Now, that's probably just character arcs, right? Explaining about characters. Which I can understand if you're just like, I just want to see some people kick some butt in a John Wick style. I get it, right? But there's nothing wrong with a little character substance.
And it also sounds like there's no shortage.
Right. It doesn't say, he didn't say there wasn't enough action.
He just wanted all of it.
He just wanted all action.
And I think maybe what he's even hinting at here is we've seen in the trailers, some of those kind of cornier jokes.
Sure.
And that might be that flabbier substance, like
Right.
these funny jokes that maybe just come off weird. But they compared it to
Deadpool, breaking the
and
fourth
that's
wall.
kind of the same thing, you know?
Right, yeah.
So it'll be exciting to see that, actually. I think it'll be an interesting taste and flavor for DC to try out.
I do too. I do too. And from what I've heard, it works.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
I mean, I love Deadpool.
Yeah, everyone loves Deadpool. So, all right. Last one from Empire. Empire says, it's so much fun when the group finally comes together. It feels like a misstep not getting them together sooner and more often. Save Harley, the characters aren't deeply drawn, but they are winningly played. Belle is authentically hard as nails. Mary Elizabeth Winstead is funny as an assassin who takes umbrage that people get her superhero name wrong. And Rosie Perez reminds you she is not in nearly enough movies, but the MVP is Robbie, who lends Harley charming quirk and believable menace, hinting at Harley's inner life without reams of dialogue. Again, Harley steals the show, but everybody else is really good too. So if all the cast is good, and the jokes are funny and the action is good, it's a good movie, in theory.
In theory.
In
And
theory.
I mean, there's no reason for us not to assume that this is going to be something that they're putting really hard. And we've got a lot of DC lineups right now. You got Wonder
Yeah.
Woman coming around the corner. You have the
Right.
new Batman that's now in production.
Yep.
Shazam's coming. Aquaman was it did $1 billion in the box office. You think the second one's going to be a small production?
No,
Like, there's
Black
a
Adam
lot.
with The Rock.
Yeah,
that's
there's a
gonna be big.
lot coming down,
There's a
and
lot
this is
coming
kind
in.
of, they've done the Joker now, and I know it's not related, but that's them. And
Right.
they're in this swing, and this
Yeah.
is like their first big step in the right direction. So it's not going to be thrown together. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to
Right.
be, hey, actors, you want to be involved in this for a long time?
Right.
Do a good job. And it looks like they've actually understood that as a team, as a production, and they've given us something worth looking into.
I think they're doing a really, really good job at, we'll call it a reboot. We'll call it a DCEU, Worlds of DC, DC Universe, whatever we're calling it now, we'll call it a reboot. And so far, I think, yeah, right. Clear! That. Apparently, I'm DC.
For that example, yeah.
Yes. Apparently, I'm doing pretty good now because they seem to kind of know the direction that they want to go.
Yeah, and that's really exciting, and I've been really excited to see this movie since they've been talking about it.
Yeah, me
the
too.
first trailer kind of threw me off a little bit because they didn't give us a lot, and we kind of just assumed, oh, here's
Yeah.
another DC movie. But as we've gotten the more information, the posters, more trailers,
Right.
and actors have talked about it, it's got me really excited. And now this is just kind of like the icing on the cake. We're going to go see it tomorrow, we're going to have our own review out on it,
Yep.
but I'm not too worried that it's going to be crazy negative.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm going to thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited overall. Let us know what you guys think. Are you excited to go see this movie? Have you listened to everybody else's opinion about how much they didn't like it, or are you excited to make your own opinion?
Make your own opinion.
Make your own
Please
opinion.
make your own opinion. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to the reviews. We're just trying to get you hyped for a movie that seems like it's pretty good. But who knows? We're going to go see it for ourselves. So what should you?
Join us again tomorrow to see our review on what we thought about the movie. And thank you so much for joining until the end. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And as always, this has been Cosmic Culture.
Oh!
That was sexy.